Okay. Yeah.
Hello, you're watching A New Way of Being, hosted by Avatar Lecture and Andragon on Facebook,
You
on YouTube Live. Sorry, keep
good
forgetting.
evening.
Enough's going on, you won't believe.
Oh yeah, a lot of things being done
To
to
us.
us by all kinds of adversaries. Um,
Ones
we
we did not even make us, none we have made ourselves because we don't bother people, we don't give them, go and persecute them also. But it's their perception or what others are telling them of us that
hmm,
is not true.
you should be
And
in the
so they
camera.
go on along with it. You know what I mean? But I've got my love to keep me warm.
Yes, here we are. We're here to talk to you about three specific issues from here on in.
Mm.
One is about the remarkable return of Lord Jesus to planet Earth like a thief in the night with a new, different, and completely unexpected identity as a baby girl of mostly African
Heritage.
Caribbean
Mm.
heritage in on May the 1st, sometime during the 1950s. And the terrorization of this god by Donald Trump and others were using that technology invented by the great goddess as a weapon to attack the avatar around the clock and damage different parts of her body from the top of her head to the sole of her feet, and using the same technology to attack the human race, infecting at this point about 180 million human beings and taking the mortal lives of about 5 million of them from inside the fourth dimension. We also will continue to talk to you about something about the global pandemic, which scientists have misidentified as a virus and which is spreading all across the planet in its fifth form, identified by the scientists as Omicron. We also want to start telling you about the glorious transformation that is transitioning and transforming her planet sized body back into the global tropical paradise that it existed in for most of the trillions of years that she has been inside this third dimensional realm. And the signs of this transformation showing through climate changes and global warming. So we're going to keep bringing these issues to you. And also, we also are going to continue to inform the US government that there's a debt that is owed to this family that must be paid, a massive financial compensation given to us, awarded us by the Committee of Gods, and which they have authorized or informed the US and the Canadian government must be paid to the Avatar and myself so that we can continue to do the work that she came here to do.
And our daughter,
And
because of what
our
has
family.
been done to Mahogany.
Yes. So those three issues, the return of Lord Jesus back to the planet, the global genocide that is now being called a global pandemic, and Lady Guy returning back to her global tropical paradise, back into the fifth dimension as we speak. So, Avatar, it's a short broadcast because we have something to do at 8 o'clock.
Mm.
So, what do you want to start with? Uh, just choose. You want to talk about
Well, go ahead.
crimes being committed by Donald Trump against you
And Mahogany.
and our daughter
Yep.
and the
See
family in
these
general.
lines here? These are things that he has put here.
Hmm.
Took my teeth, pull them all on one side, then pull it up, and then now and push a tooth from the bottom over here so it can stick up in the air and push this part of my mouth, my lips out. He's also been cutting the throat from the ear, where my ear is about
Hmm.
here, and the rest of my throat is right here. And this is where he slashed recently. Prior to that, he cut my throat from the back, from the inside,
Mm.
and I was bleeding a lot. And then he started cutting the throat from the side here, big from the ear to the end of the throat from the inside of my
Mm.
body. And I started bleeding from the inside, as I did with other parts that he cut from within me.
Mm.
And as it seems like he likes torturing people of color, especially someone like me who has the information that is needed for the society to make changes to upgrade themselves to higher level beings rather than low level thinkers.
Mm.
They need to stop women stop going and trying to destroy marriages. It's not a nice thing to do. And if you really want to live in harmony, you have to do the right thing so that you can feel comfortably wherever you go. And others would feel comfortable too because you won't be persecuting them and they won't be persecuting you. And as a matter of fact, your children are safe because of the fact that when you behave in the right way, your children will be safe automatically because people are trained and have trained others to behave responsibly, deal with things that would help everyone gratefully. This way we can live in harmony. These are not the things that are going on right now. We have the United States in their government. One of the people running the government is Nancy Pelosi and President Biden.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump, they said, was a president before. And I beg to
He
differ.
said one term.
I don't think so.
Unqualified.
He was set up. Was giving him.
Incompetent.
They gave him that status because they wanted him to be able to go and do some stuff that was wrong, like me, trying
But he was
to
elected.
attack and abuse me
Mhm.
and kill me
Yes.
because I would not partake in situations that undermines the rights of anybody.
Mhm.
And so I was tortured, and I have been still. I'm being tortured even up to today, practically every day, for years now.
Mm.
And in the United States, when I tried to join, when I became for political asylum, they put us in jail, my daughter and myself. And my husband, they put him in another type.
Buffalo detention, federal detention facility.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These are the things that they have been putting us through. If you notice, I don't look normal. It's not me. This is someone that they twisted up into this shape using Donald Trump, Nancy Pelosi's technology. They said it has vast capabilities. And from what they said, I believe them because they destroyed up my teeth. And Donald Trump was attacking and taking out my teeth and hurting them, causing them a great deal of pain. I have to go and take them out. And would you believe, I found out later, our daughter was somewhere else. And I found out later when we get back in contact with her, that she was being terrified and robbed of her rights and gained her mega weight without her having eat anything. They're using a technology that Nancy gave him that he can go unseen into anybody's home and steal whatever he wants and they would not know.
Yeah.
Go and kill if he wanted to. And if you're not told and you don't hear what is going on in your society, you would not know who it is.
Yes.
But y'all are giving okay to people for being Caucasian and allowing them to go and kill and do all kinds of stuff. And we are the ones that they're killing. That's not the way to go. You don't go around killing people. It's not right. And if you will have proper training, you would not be doing any of these bad things. It's because of the systems and its job situation, and they're blocking the people from training their children and keeping them in a job that is causing their children to become entirely different from what they would have become if they were trained by their parents. So we have a society of people who have been undermined and robbed of their rights. Families won't allow the freedom to decide how they want their children to be looked after so that their children can turn out in a manner in which will be exemplary for the whole society. They blocked all of this. They created all kinds of problems. The systems are corrupt, ladies and gentlemen. They're using Donald Trump. Nancy Pelosi is a part of it. She's the one who gave him the technology to use. And that technology has caused me a whole lot of problems. Lines all over the place. You know, these two sides shaven. I'm spending my time trying to grow it, and every time it grows a little, he cuts it off.
Yes.
He threw stuff into my eyes when COVID-19 started. while we were walking down the streets to find get help to find and deal with what is going on. He was walking unseen and throwing this pack of dust in his hand into my eyes
Yes.
while we were walking.
Powdered shards.
Yeah, not powdered.
shards.
It's shards, but they look more like small pieces of stone with little cut edges.
Mm.
And he was dusting that into my eyes. And I could not see properly. I could not even tell my husband what was happening to me.
Yes.
When we
'Cause I
went home,
can't
then
see
I
it.
spoke.
I can't see this diabolical being either. I can see him, smell him, touch him, but I love to get my hands on him so that I can paralyze him in some way or another.
But he is doing this stuff, and we need to find out how to stop it. And I had the answer just now, but because you spoke at that
Sorry.
time, I lost the information.
Yeah, continue.
These are things that are happening in our lives. We are being tormented and tortured. We are being crucified, you can call it, because we are terrorized from every corner. We don't trust anybody. We don't know many people because of what we're seeing happening to people who don't even know us, and we are being mistreated by some of them. This is not the way to live. And when you set up people to become so scared and think that anybody they meet, people who are doing all these bad things, we have never been people that do bad things, and we don't know about others. We can only speak for ourselves. We do know, however, that some people have been getting into all kinds of stuff and doing damage to us. Look at my mouth. I'm speaking and my mouth is on one side because of what they have done to me on this side, pulling and pushing teeth in different places to make sure that I look as ugly as possible.
Which is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really disappointed in Canada and in the United States. They're raping people. They raped our daughter. They terrorized her, Donald Trump and others.
Yes.
And they terrorized me.
Still continue to terrorize you.
Exactly.
Yes.
But these are the things that we are going through. We haven't harmed anyone. We did not mistreat anyone. We treat people with respect and dignity. After a period of time, the dignity had to go out the window, and the respect was slightly there, but not totally. Scared because of what we are seeing taking place. How Nancy Pelosi, using Trump, is trying to kill us, and using the technology that she gave him so that he could go unseen and kill anybody he wants to without anybody knowing he's the one who did it. Because he's doing it unseen.
Yes. Wearing a cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, and these people we are paying rent for is allowing them to do this. They're not trying to reach the higher levels of people that are in the government in order to get the kind of help that is needed for people to do the right thing. Instead, Nancy Pelosi is another one of the liars. She's the one who is giving Trump the stuff to come and try to kill me. Once I met her and I spoke to her, and she seemed like a really nice person. The next time I realized, after a period of time, she was sending Trump to do me all kinds of stuff. I want to know why this kind of insanity is going on to people of color, especially when they are not necessarily the ones that are doing the damage, but are being treated in a manner in which they should be damaged. Look what they did to my mouth. I don't even speak properly. I can't open my mouth. Too many teeth are missing. They started, when I saw my daughter later on, from after she was also held by Trump, putting her in some place.
She was in the mental health unit of St. Catherine's General Hospital for 5 months.
That she was not mentally ill.
No.
Trump was using a technology that given to him by Nancy Pelosi that has vast capabilities. And what he was doing to our daughter is literally having her go in the middle of the streets, have fast cars speeding through, and using something for her to look at up in the air while cars are moving, and blocking her from being able to do anything but that. He was trying to kill our daughter.
Yes.
He didn't stop there. He and Nancy Pelosi are now doing a lot more things, and we have nowhere to get any kind of help. See this? My my lip pushed up on that, that's because they took a tooth from the back, put it here, and push it up so that it can make me look deformed. That's the same thing they did with these things here.
Yeah.
Same thing, they gave me a whole lot of big veins in my hands, making me appear like I'm some old woman. Everybody is old enough.
Sooner or later, if they live that long.
Exactly. If they're that lucky to live that long. Too much evil is going on for people to stay alive for too long. They're too busy killing. They're too busy looking for people to poison. They're too busy coming into your home unseen, using that technology Nancy gave him. And he's attacking every part of my head.
Yes.
And I am literally living in a lot of pain. Nobody is helping, and anybody, no matter how I speak to on publicly, nobody cares.
And we have to get them information.
And this is happening. This is happening. I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Speak.
This is happening to a lot of people. This has got to stop, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a government's right to be controlling the people. The people were born to control themselves. But in order for that to happen, they have to be trained by their parents. And that's how the parents use their high intellect and intelligence to help people even that they don't even know, but yet knowing that they are family anyway, because they're part of the human race. And no matter what nationality they are, they're a family. But when you set up and do all of this kind of stuff to deform my mouth, when you're doing it to other people because of being a certain nationality that you want to see people ridicule and persecute them. We have never lived that way to do any damage to anyone in that way or any other way. We have lived to alert people when they're doing wrong. We have told them, if we're doing something that isn't good or fair or whatever, to let us know. But we weren't doing anything unfair. We are not the people who work for unfair. We are people who have been doing the right thing and connecting people with people properly. And when the society started getting disrespectful and disagreeable, they started trying to throw things on everybody, I included. Not everybody was that way, but too many people are. And it's time for the society to make some changes to upgrade people rather than make it appear like a lot of garbage in the streets, and some of them are the humans. It's important for us to do the things that are right and treat each other with respect and dignity. You have the capability to become high-level beings. Why would you throw for garbage? This is not you. Is this the kind of stuff you do to people like me because I stand out in whatever way? This is not fair. You have no right trying to abuse and terrorize, deform and destroy people's lives. Jealousy. You're beautiful, they want to discard you. You're ugly, they set up people to persecute you. That is not the way, ladies and gentlemen. No one is really ugly. The ugliness is coming from the society that is throwing it on them. And in doing so, they end up getting themselves with that kind of garbage carrying around. Mental garbage. Use proper thinking and treat people with more respect. And when they do something wrong, they should learn to do the right thing. And if you know you have the information that will benefit them, nothing is wrong with letting them know and letting them feel a little better about themselves, that they also have those capabilities. Let's stop treating people like they're junk and they have to be thrown out because they don't look like you. If everybody looked like the same person, excuse me, I can bet you people will be boring after a while because, everybody looks alike. People do not mind looking alike in different ways, but not everybody. So it's important for us to recognize the rights of other people. If we want our rights to be respected, we have to do the right thing and respect the rights of others too. Even if we are being disrespected, it's important that we teach what is necessary to be taught, because many people are not getting the training from their homes. Many of them are being persecuted all over the place. So don't be too quick to pull them down and make it appear like they have to disappear or else they're going to be dead. They need training. They are being persecuted. If we did not have the high developed thinking, many people could have died. And that's one of the reasons that it's important that people get the right kind of education, not the one of the book, but the one of quality integrity that helps and protects all forms of life and not sell themselves out in the wrong way and destroy the rights of other people and turn the whole society corrupt, which is happening right now. Let's get up, start dusting our clothes and doing the right thing. Help each other. Protect the babies, protect the adults, protect the children. We're all needed. And we can help each other if we do the right thing instead of allowing people to think that their power is in the place that they're governments and they can now do what they want with people and kill out people. That's what they did to my family. They killed out my family and then were making remarks about how bad they looked. I did not see my family, but I picked up their essence immediately. I heard that Nancy Pelosi telling the Trump and Mr. Trudeau to kill out my family. And I did not know it was that, I knew it was my family that they were told to kill, but I did not know their names. And I found out later. But they were supposed to have done the right thing, not mistreat people for all kinds of stuff, especially when many people are getting all kinds of stuff done to them and they don't even know it. They get up, they see their face look uglier than before, or it was beautiful before and suddenly it's ugly. Something is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and this society has to make some changes and really fast because y'all are killing out a whole lot of beautiful people in this world. Just by your ignorance, just by your lack of development to recognize that if you need a society working properly, the only way you can do that is make sure that nobody is harming anyone. No one is destroying another person from within. This is what destroyed the whole world after a period of time. You need to start looking at what y'all are doing. Everyone has those capabilities that of quality that we all have. And if you allow these people their right to be themselves, they would not be behaving in the manner in which they are. They're now confused. They're terrified because this is the type of stuff that is being done to them by different people who are supposed to be higher ups. Something has to be changed, ladies and gentlemen. All beings are special. Please do not make the misunderstanding and think that you have a right to destroy people because they're not special. They need to know that they're loved by everyone. And I don't mean in the wrong way. I mean in their children, they must be protected, respected, treated with grace. It was done in the past. It was just perfect. You should have seen how people got along. Systems came up, decided that they're going to create their own little whatever, jobs. And with that, they started the hell. And then when the parents could not get the opportunity to train their kids anymore, they ended up being persecuted by other kids, by their families, and all kinds of problems started taking place. This is not their real lives. This is not the people that would have been showing their best selves if it were not for what systems are now doing and governments are now robbing them of all kinds of rights, trying to put all kinds of injections inside of their bodies and not allowing them the freedom to be protected by their parents. The governments, the systems don't care about the people and their parents. They care about only what they can do to make lots of money and control you. Yeah. And you're helping them. Start thinking in ways in which upgrades instead of degrades. Stop degrading anybody. I don't care what nationality or color they are. If you treat them well, you will see the kind of beings they will show you themselves to be. Take the information and start treating everybody with respect. Please protect the babies too. They won't hurt you. They need your help. This is what is creating the problems today because people have taken advantage of those they thought they can get away with taking advantage of and left them spellbound in pain sometimes. torture, persecution, disrespect. Everybody has feelings. Stop destroying people's rights to have those. Because when you do that, you set them up to do it to others too.
True.
What goes around comes around. You can do better. Look for the type of life that you would love to live and pursue it. And in doing so, others will notice and will want to pursue that too because they're seeing it works like magic. And you were saying something and I sort of stopped.
Well, we can come back another time to continue another broadcast because it's almost 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So we can close.
Well, yes, okay, I would close on saying this. I would like Nancy Pelosi to behave responsibly and pay the money that she owes my family because we have been tortured all of our lives in the United States and then in Canada. We want our money and we want the system, the public to relax and stop trying to tell people what they're supposed to get when you don't know what they have gone through. And you have no right interfering in that scenario, nor the governments. They have to pay the money that they asked because of what they have done. And you have no right interfering. We've been going through it all our lives. We want this insanity stopped. I could hardly speak because of what has been done to my mouth. I could hardly speak because of what Donald Trump cut the inside of my throat from my ear to the end of my throat. This I am having problems trying to eat, and all my teeth put holes in them. When I saw our daughter another time because she was somewhere else, can't remember. They wiped off my memory, and only some things I can remember. They were doing this kind of stuff to my daughter, and I wanted to try to protect her. And the information I really wanted to give you, it wiped out from my memory because of what has been done to me by Nancy Pelosi using that technology to give to Trump to do whatever he wants to us. Trump has done every single thing to kill us, trying to do, and we were tortured, persecuted in the streets, terrorized anywhere we went.
Yes. And we will come back and speak to you more about what's been done to the God who lived as Lord Jesus. In fact, the great Goddess who was lived as Lord Jesus, Lord Buddha, Lord Krishna, over the centuries, the past 5,000 years. And she's here to bring information to you that will show you how to create a world that works for everyone, that is unfair and unjust to no one, and would serve the greater good of all of life and all life forms in life. So, on that note, we will come back another time.
Blessings to you. Let the government know that they're attacking and abusing African people for no reason other than prejudice, creating all kinds of new thinking for them, and then abusing them in it.
Yes.
We need this kind of insanity stopped, and all the other unfair, evil things that are being done to human beings for no reason other than their complexion. Shows how shallow those people who are fighting these kind of battles to do damage to human beings who have the rights to live and is being terrorized by a society and a community that cares nothing about them. So it's time for these changes to be made. And we're not here to kill. We're here to show you how to stop the killing.
True.
And how people can live in harmony and have their own destiny and without doing any damage to anybody. So everyone is capable of gaining and becoming what they want to be. As long as it harms no one, it's okay. Other than that, work on yourself and try to think about the right things to say to people rather than things that would make them feel hurt. Blessings to you.
Yes.
On behalf of my family, we love you all.
Yes.
Season's greetings.
Oh, yes.
Merry Christmas. And good luck on all of your journeys. Blessings.